Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a quick get ready with me. I'm going to talk through all the products that I will be using in this video, and they will also be listed in the description down below. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I actually really enjoy talking with some of you guys in the comments. I really appreciate all the questions and all the wonderful things everybody has to say. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm basically using most of all of my favorite products, my go-tos, because I am doing a lot of errands today, and I want to make sure I don't look a hot mess. The first product I'm going to be using for my eyebrows is my Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade. I love this stuff so much, and mine is in the shade Ash Brown, and I did actually recently start a new one, and I saw someone, I wish I could remember and give credit, but they said that if you actually do it from the side, it shouldn't dry out as much, because if I compared it to my last one, or should I just show? I'm just gonna show. This is, I just kind of went all over the top area, and then once I started, you can see I started on the side once I saw that method, and it became much better and easier because the product doesn't dry as much. I guess from the top it does, for whatever reason, even though when it's closed, I don't think that should be happening. But yeah, so I've been doing that and I've been liking it. Also, I don't know if you can tell, it definitely gets darker. I'm sure with the oils and stuff, look at the difference between the two. Super, super, super major difference. And then for that, I'm going to take an angled brush. I'm going to use my Morphe E29, and it has a spoolie on the back, nice and angled, to get that perfect brow. And what I actually like to do is, once I get the product, because it does become chunky no matter which pomade I use, I feel like they become chunky so fast. I have it coated on my brush. Let's go ahead and use my hand. And it's so much extra product that you grab that you do not, my brow will be so dark if I went in with all of this. So what I do is put it on the back of my hand and really try and kind of trying to coat the brush perfectly, but so it doesn't have any extra product on there. And I'm making tiny strokes throughout the entire brow. Let me know what kind of videos you guys would be interested in seeing. Nick and I are actually about to get back to filming because our schedules are finally a little bit different, and we're going to be able to. Whoa, that looks really extreme. Let me get back to it. People really don't believe me how light my eyebrows actually are. And I'm also going to use the Anastasia Brow Pomade in the shade Espresso to top it off and give it back that dimension. I also love the clear gel from Anastasia, but I will say it's a little bit too much for me. I really use it on most of the days where I don't wear any product in my eyebrows, because it's so, like, my eyebrows will stick straight up if they need to. Super powerful, I'll say. But I also do love my basic, like, Maybelline ones, just a clear brow gel. That's what I started out using and still use it to this day. I love it so much. The point of brow gel is to hold your brows in place. Okay, now that they look like big bushy caterpillars, I'm going to take my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and just dab it a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm actually going to mix two shades. I'm going to mix Neutralizer and Fair. The Fair is the more pinky one, and then the Neutralizer is the more yellow. These are honestly one of my two favorite concealers. And I also did recently see a hack where you can take this sponge off and it's actually way easier to get the product out. It's probably a lot more sanitary, especially if you want to use this on clients and can't because of the sponge tip. Pop this off and the product still comes out just out of the little tube. So yeah, I might make a whole little video attempting to do that. I'm trying to think. I have a whole empties box. I'm gonna film an empties video. I think I have one in there. I might try it on there instead of breaking my concealer, because that's mostly what I'm terrified of, is ruining my concealer. And so this is the Neutralizer, the yellow, and then the pink is the Fair. And I'm just gonna mix those two up. I'm gonna use a flat brush for my eyebrows, and this is the Morphe M432, and it's just super skinny and straight. And I'm just gonna dab a little bit into one and a little bit into the other, and then carve these babies out. Now I can see a tiny bit of a spot where it looks a little bit too light. I'm gonna go use another brow product, and I'm gonna just fill that in a little bit because I am missing a little bit of brow. And I'm gonna use my Morphe 8 Brow palette. I don't want to go back in with the Dipbrow and disturb everything that I've done. Trick that I like to use if I have used way too much concealer to cover my brows and I feel like the product is becoming a little bit too much and cakey. I'll take a tissue and just slowly, easily press it so just that excess stays. I'm going to go in with my Smashbox. My Smashbox primer, a Photo Finish Foundation primer. So I'm just gonna kind of rub that in my nose T-zone area. Tap it into my skin. Probably should have done this before I started my eyebrows so I can really seep into my skin. Okay, and I pulled out 3 different foundations that I didn't know what I was gonna go towards, but I think I'm gonna go, these are the 3 that I pulled out. These are my top 3 drugstore that I always go to. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus, Loreal Infallible Pro Matte, and the Maybelline Superstay. I'm using my Morphe Beauty Blender. This is my favorite sponge, I think. It's one of the softest ones that I have, even the original Beauty Blender. I feel like I end up preferring that one. Shake it all. I am just gonna mix a lighter shade. The first one I used is the 104 and this is the 102. And let me show you the difference between the 104 and 102. One is a lot more yellow olive and then one is more neutral pink. You can kind of see I tend to mix those two because I have redness in my face, but I don't have a red undertone, and then I'm also not a fair pink undertone. I am extremely olive, and the more tan I get, the more green my body gets. I just don't get it. And there aren't very many foundations, I feel like, in the market at all whatsoever. So I'm just gonna use my finger since I'm doing my own face. Mix them together. Tap, 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 tap. And then tap it in my face. Oh, it's gonna be the way. Let me take these out before I hurt myself. Oh no, did I just touch my hair with my foundation finger? That would be so bad. I don't think I did. Okay. My face never gets any darker because I scrub it so much. Even if it sees any sun or it has ever seen any sun, I wash it a ridiculous amount of time. And I don't really care, you know? I'd rather have a healthy face, a clean face, a smooth face. My arm hurts already. I've been doing this for like 3 minutes. This is honestly what takes the longest, but every time I don't do this, my foundation is either too cakey or blotchy, really, really blotchy. Now I'm mixing my Maybelline concealers once again and applying that underneath my eyes. To set underneath my eyes, I'm going to use my Fit Me powder in shade 5. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Fit Me loose powder in the shade 10. And then to bronze up on my face just the tiniest bit after, I'm going to use a shade 30. And it's so pretty and caramel. And make sure you blend out all the creases before you go in the powder. And I creased really, really bad underneath my eyes, so I'm going to really try and pack that part on with the powder and make sure it's nice and smooth. Using the Fit Me powder in the shade 30 to run through my crease, and I just connected it to my nose contour, and that's gonna be basically the main shade on my eyes, and I really don't feel like I need anything else when I do my basic eyeshadow look. Put the blush on. I'm going to stick with the Peachy Team and use Xrated by Kylie. Love this blush so much. It's so peachy. It's one of my, I really want to say, most used brushes. Blushes. Oh, what am I talking about? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to look for my blush brush. I use my Morphe M530 to apply this to the apples of my cheeks and just take it up. I love blush. Yes, and now I'm going to spray my face with the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray, and I'm actually going to be using the Bridal version. I have that in the large, and I have a little fan for when I do eyelash extensions. So I'm going to use that right afterwards to quickly set my face, dry my face down. Basically just spray my face and dry it down until, and I do this, it doesn't feel like my face is literally about to crack. It really just blends in all of that powder, all that foundation, concealer, and everything that we put on top. It just blends it all together. And this is, I feel like, key to my makeup actually lasting. If you do everything in layers and blend it properly, it should not look cakey. But you cannot get long-lasting makeup without adding all those extra layers that nobody wants to be doing. Now that I have completely finished my base, I actually really like how it looks without highlight. So I'm going to add the tiniest amount, and I'm using the Cotton Candy Cream Highlight from Kylie Cosmetics. And I'm literally going to do the most subtle. It's going to be like, hello. I'm fresh and I'm here. That's all. The highlight really intensifies textures, and I'm going through a little bit of a cheek issue right now, so I don't want to do too much. The inner corner on my eye. I'm just going to pop some Maybelline mascara on, and I love the Great Lash. It's top favorite, one of my favorites. Will never go back. I specifically love it because of the shape, and it doesn't flake on my skin, and every single mascara, I swear, it flakes on my eyes. So this makes an extreme difference. Apply a thin layer, and I really like to coat the outer layer of my lashes and try to make an illusion like they're coming out. For my lip combo, I'm using my NYX lip liner in Peekaboo Neutral. Usually my preferred one is the shade Natural, but it's this tiny and I can't sharpen it. So I need to buy a new one, and the lipstick I'm using on top is What's Your Sign from the Colorpop and Kathleen Light's collection. I love this lipstick so much. I'm actually not going to overline at all. I'm going to the very edge of my lips. I feel like that gives it a more natural and plumpier lip instead of it looking like you overlined with a clown. Looking at myself now that I'm completely done, I'm actually going to go back and add a little bit more blush. Do not feel like I have enough apparently, but blush does come off your face first, they say. So blush me up, baby. Thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. I really enjoyed coming up with this fresh and natural on-the-go look, I guess. It turned out into this instead of me doing a bold bright eye, but I guess I'm doing errands, so this is a little more occasion appropriate. Yeah, I really am thankful for you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Yeah, it was like a seminar.
So you didn't actually work today?
Mm-mm.